So here we have different forms of energy. So here, this is a flashlight, this is a speaker, this is a rock that is lifted above the ground. This is maybe a moving rock or a moving football. And this is the sun, and this is a man that is running. So I want us to examine each of these, and I want us to um tell the kind of energy that is operating in each one. So this one is flashlight. As you can see, it's giving out light. So as a result of that light, or this is a flashlight, and the light that it's giving out is called number one, light energy. Light energy. But if you examine this torch properly, you will know that inside this torch is a battery. So a battery is actually the one powering this bulb that is giving out the light. So the battery that is working inside this flashlight is working on a particular energy that is called chemical energy. So now we have identified two energies that are actually functioning, that a flashlight is giving out. It's giving out light energy, but is working with a battery that is inside it. That battery that is inside it is giving out chemical energy. But now let me ask you a question. When a flashlight works for a very long period of time, what do you think happens? The flashlight become, or the bulb that is giving out that light becomes a little bit hot. Now that heat that the light bulb develops after some time is called the thermal energy, or you can call it heat energy. So that is that about the flashlight. Let us go to the second one. If you examine the second one properly, you will see that this is a diagram of a loudspeaker. Loudspeaker gives out sound energy. But the loudspeaker cannot just give out sound energy. It has to be powered by an electricity. So the electricity that powers it is giving it electrical energy. Okay, so that is that about the loudspeaker. Look at this diagram. This diagram is a rock. This diagram is a block or a building. And on top of the building, we have a rock that is at the edge. So this rock that is lifted above the ground has the ability to fall. So it can roll down, it can fall because it is lifted up to a particular position. So because of its position above the ground, it has the ability to do a particular work. So it has a kind of energy. That energy is called potential energy. Now look at this next diagram. In this next diagram is showing a moving rock or a moving ball or an object that is moving. It can be a car. Now look at this. Any object that is moving at a particular speed or at a particular velocity has a kind of energy that is called kinetic energy, or you can pronounce it as kinetic energy. That is that. Now look at this. This is a sunlight. Sunlight gives a particular energy that is called solar energy, or it is called sun radiant energy. But let us call it solar energy. Then look at this man. This man is running. It is giving it has two kinds of energy in operation. In fact, numerous kind of energy. Let me not limit it to two. Numerous kind of energy in operation. Before this man would have energy to run, this man must have eaten. The food that the man consumed before he started running will give the man a kind of energy that is called chemical energy, because food gives chemical energy. So now, then the virtue of his running, the way he's running, is giving us a particular kind of energy that is called mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. So this one is called kinetic energy. The man that is running is also giving kind of energy that is called kinetic energy. When it runs up to a point, he starts feeling sweat. You start seeing sweat out of his, he starts seeing sweat on his body. That is heat energy. His body is giving heat energy. So the food that he ate, the work that he's doing is converting the food, is converting it to heat energy, is converting it to mechanical energy, is converting it to kinetic energy, is converting it to potential energy. So a man that is running has a lot of energy that is working in his body. But here I will write a particular energy that is called mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. In mechanical energy is an energy that combines more than two kinds of energy, especially potential and kinetic energy. If you look at the working operation of a particular object or of a particular engine or of a particular body, and you can figure out kinetic energy and you can also figure out potential energy, those two combination of energies give a particular energy that is called mechanical energy. Now, so what is energy? Energy is defined as the ability to work or ability to do work. So every object that you find around you has energy. So far they can do work. So if you see fire, fire can do a kind of work that fire produces heat. So that is the kind of work that fire produces. So fire has energy in it. The kind of energy it has in it is called heat or thermal energy. So any object that you find around you can do work. Your phone can do some work because your phone has light energy. That's why you can see your screen. So any object that you find around you actually has energy. So any object that has energy can do work. So that is why we define energy as the ability of an object to do work. Any object that cannot do work does not have energy. But any object that can do work has energy. Okay, let me use this illustration. If you have not eaten from morning till night, or let's say for 3 days you have gone without food, you see that you'll be weak after some time. You'll not be able to perform some activities. You can't run, you can't jump, you can't play football. But when you eat, what happens? The food that you eat gives your body gives your body chemical energy, and that chemical energy helps you to walk, to jump, to play, to skip, and to do a lot of other things. So the energy that you have in you that you derived from food is helping you to do some work. So any object that has energy in itself can work. Any object that does not have energy in itself cannot work. So let me give you this before I round off. Energy cannot be destroyed. Energy cannot be created, but you can transform energy from one form to another. You can change energy from a form to another. Look at this. This is a flashlight. I needed light, but light cannot power itself. So I needed to use another form of energy that can help me to power the bulb. So I use the chemical energy that powers the bulb. Now, if chemical energy powers the bulb for some time, it produces heat energy. So you see now, you cannot create energy, you cannot destroy it, but you can transform energy from one point or from one form to another.